Hello, this is Rebecca, and before I finish this project of Cutwork lace, I wanted to just, demonstrate for you what I'm doing and explain some of the process. I did on the outward edge, I did use this as a filler for like cording to go around that, and I believe I also went around the leaves with it. And I think the one that I used was this one, the size 5. But now I'm on the last bit of this Cutwork lace, and in this portion, I don't use any kind of cording or thread to go over. I just actually use just sewing in the empty space. And these lines are kind of what I intend to do, but I also made a printout so I can look over it and see what I'm wanting to accomplish and where I need to go with it. So I'll put that to the side. And then I will come through and I will just poke my scissors and trim around the edge, which is kind of scary. And sometimes you can actually leave the hoop on there and do it. And I've seen some people use an X-Acto knife. I just don't have one with a sharp blade right now. But I do feel a little bit safer with these scissors. Though these scissors are cheap, they're not a really good pair. Someday I will invest in a better pair. I'm going to continue to cut around here. But the thread that I have in there now is in threading through my machine is a size 16 poly thread. That's for the upper, but I also have in my bobbin case 16, and I'm using a number 9 needle. And that 16 just really flows through the bobbin case really smoothly, and it really looks nice. I hope you can see this well. I'll try to keep my hands out of the way as best I can. Better refer to my paper here. So I'm wanting a Y here, and then a Y here, and a Y here. How I'm gonna do that is I'm gonna do a line here and then connect over. A line up here and then connect over. Line up here and then connect over. So the first one I'll do is this one. And I'll demonstrate that for you. So I'm gonna come behind right here and then pull up my thread. I compulsively check the back to make sure that lever's down because I have a tendency to forget. And then I will go ahead and do a couple rows like this to kind of secure it. And now I'm just gonna start sewing on air and touching down. And I do at least about 4 strands, if not 5, just a matter of how I feel like doing it. Making sure that that catches. A lot has to do with how thick you want it. Perhaps you want yours a little bit thinner. And you have to make sure it catches, otherwise you end up with a little knot of it. Okay, now I'm going to turn it to the side. I'm going to trim this long tail because I don't need that. And now I'm going to come back and I'm just going to go over that little rope I created, or little thickness of threads, however you want to call it. Now I will, to make it just kind of look a little bit neater and tighter, I will go and kind of do it at an angle there. That's kind of just what I like to do. And then come back again. It's up to you how many times you want to go across it. I do go across it a couple times. Okay, now what I'm gonna wanna do is, see, I want to connect into that corner with it now. So I'm gonna get it at an angle, and I'm just gonna start pedaling. And go right into this corner. Come back down. Because you already have thickness there, it's a little bit tricky. Now I'm going to turn it this way, and I'm going to go carefully over it. Oops. Okay, that's not going right. Okay, I made a mistake, and I'm going to share that just because you're liable to make a mistake too. I got a little out of control there, but what I can do is just trim that off. I'm going to trim that off too. And I'm going to start again. And that's what you do when you make a mistake. Start over. See, you can make a mistake and it still turn out well. You know, nobody wants to make mistakes, but we do. Got a lot of thickness there, so it makes it kind of hard. Now let's see if I can get this better now. You started to go the other way. Okay, now the next part I'm wanting to do is, it has a Y going here. So I'm going to come down and I'm going to go over this way. And then afterwards I'll connect it there. Push it down. Pull up my thread and pull it to the back. I'm going to secure it a few times. And now I'm going to just march it right over there. Secure it a few times there, and march it back. Secure it, march it back, and secure it. March it back, secure it, march it back, secure it, and just do one more time back and secure it. Now I'm going to turn it to the side. You can see it's just a bunch of lines going across. Always watch and make sure that your ends are not tucked under so you don't accidentally sew over them. And now I'm just going to come across it. And go back again. Go back again. Maybe one more time. I'm just kind of looking until it's all smooth and the thickness I would like it to be. Okay, now I want to get that line there of my Y. So I'm going to turn this a little bit, go over, and do my connecting Y. I'm going to turn it. So now I got my Y there. I'm going to trim these threads out of my way here. Now I've got my last Y to do right here of my design. So I'm looking at it upside down. So I think what I want to do, I'll just turn it around. That'll help. Okay, so I want to come over here and I want to do a straight line up. So I'm going to travel a little bit on this. About to there. Yeah, that'll be good. Get it right where I want it. And I'm going to come up over here, secure it, and come back down. Secure it, go back up, secure it, back down, secure it, go back up, and secure it, and here I go. Now I just like to do it this way, so I'm going to turn it. Sometimes you do whatever feels right for you at the moment. Now I'm going to go to kind of like the middle of this, and I'm going to make my Y into the corner. Secure it, come down, secure it, go back. I find these corners a little bit harder to do. They're a little bit more cramped. And this is my last one. See, the part here is that is really thick, so it's kind of hard to get it to secure. But I just like defining that a little bit better in the corner. I think it's pretty good though. And then I'm going to come up here so I can secure it a little bit better in here. And a little bit better there. There. I can raise that up. Trim my threads. This is the back. And then this is the front. And I will show you what it looks like with a piece of material underneath it, because that's what I intend to do with a bib for an apron. That's why I think Cutwork lace is just so very lovely. You can show material underneath it beautifully. Makes it look so delicate. And that's that project for today. You have a good day. Good night, God bless, and don't forget to pray.